Mossmania, saving the lives of Romanian dogs. It's a passion, a dream, a must. After 5 years in operation, it has become essential to purchase our own land and build a new shelter. Let's go back to 2020. Georgiana Mihai had been helping out in a shelter at home in Bucharest, Romania. Georgiana, being an avid dog lover with a huge heart, felt an innate passion from inside that she must do more. This passion, when doubled with her strong determination, was the catalyst of the beginning of Mossmania. Before long, our very first rescue dog, Moss, had a new loving home in the UK. Now, 5 years on, Mossmania has rehomed over 400 dogs. It's been hard, exhilarating, upsetting, rewarding, and every emotion in between. But without it, hundreds of dogs' fates would have looked very different. It's important to put into some context why we choose to help rehome Romanian dogs in the UK when we have rescue dogs here. It's a fact that every rescue dog deserves a home. That goes without saying. It's not until we learn about the plight of dogs in Romania that we understand the need to help them. Let's look at a few facts. 1. Romania has the largest stray population in Europe, an estimated 600,000. 2. Dogs there are often seen as vermin. On the streets, they are very vulnerable to being abused, hit by cars, poisoned, shot, and more. 3. They have horrific kill shelters in Romania, where the dogs will often starve before being killed or die through the bad conditions or cruelness suffered at the hands of their captors. 4. The Romanian government encourages the running of these shelters. Local authorities pay the dog catchers up to €200 for each dog they catch. 5. Romania has no real animal welfare rules, or the few that are in place are not enforced. 6. In Romania, it's common for nobody to stop and care for an injured or dying dog lying on the roadside, which is a common sight. 7. Young pups are vulnerable to the cold, harsh winters there and will often perish or be killed by bigger dogs in a fight for survival. We could go on, but I'm sure that gives enough of a picture. Life is pretty grim for them. There is a lot of change that needs to be done, starting with education and neutering projects. Until then, we need to protect the dogs out there. Let's come back to present-day Mossmania. We currently operate a 20-pen shelter holding more than 100 dogs. Every month, it is a struggle to make ends meet, having to pay costly vet bills, food for the dogs, and our rent. The rent alone is £1,000 per month. Not only is this hard to find, but the landlord, who has no regard for the dog's welfare, keeps threatening to increase the cost. This leaves us feeling very vulnerable about how secure our future is there. Our current shelter is also not in the best condition or position. Being so close to a village runs a risk of people complaining of dogs barking and causing problems for us. The access road is also terrible. It's filled with swampy mud, which has occasionally meant the van carrying the dog food was unable to get through. When making a decision on how best to move forward, we found a lot of positives in the idea of a new shelter. 1. The well-being of the dogs. New pens would be more comfortable and much warmer. Our current kennels have some big holes in, so these would be better insulated. 2. Owning the land would provide more scope for what we can do in the future. For example, building a dog playground. 3. The move would eventually free up £1,000 per month once we have finished paying off the land. 4. DEFRA keeps trying to impose new laws to stop dogs travelling from Romania to the UK. This, along with adoptions being at an all-time low because of the current economic climate, could mean longer stays for our dogs at the shelter. It really does need to be their sanctuary. So, after a lot of deliberation, trepidation, and excitement about possibilities, we decided it was somewhat essential that we try to make the move a reality. We knew that this was going to be a mammoth challenge because every single penny needed to buy the land and build the shelter would have to be raised. We had no spare cash whatsoever. We needed to climb the Vesuvius of money trees right at a time when the economy was struggling. However, the love showed was fantastic. The kindness of people who all desire the same happy ending for these dogs really can shine a light on humanity, and we were able to raise a good chunk of the money. We bought the land, we built a well, and have started the structure of the shelter. We now have to find the final £3,000 to finish the project and get the dogs moved in before the bad winter sets in. Please share our story. You can help us by sending a donation to the fundraising link. Thank you so much.